My first guest is soon to be storming the West End stage. He's the man who put the wood in Hollywood, Mr. Woody Harrelson. Woody, great to have you on the show.
It's good to be here, Jonathan. Thank you for having me.
When did you get back in the country? When did you come over?
About 2 weeks ago.
Do you like London? Do you enjoy being over here? Do you like the city?
I really do. I had a great time last time I was here and met a lot of fun people. And, you know, here we are back again.
That was what, about 2000 or 2002? I think you were in a play, weren't you?
2002, yeah.
Okay, that was a while ago. And the play did great for you.
Yeah, it went great.
I remember at the time you got involved in some kind of a fracas, a contretemps, a little exchange with a London cabbie, which I remember made the newspapers.
Well, I just was trying to throw something away in the ashtray, and the ashtray wouldn't, you know,
well, it wouldn't open, or it wasn't big enough?
It wouldn't open, okay. And so I ended up accidentally breaking the ashtray.
Can I just ask, had you had any alcoholic?
Actually, I'm glad you asked me that, because I was completely sober at the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the guy started yelling at me, and he just kept yelling at me until I finally got angry. You know, no, I didn't get angry right away, but then once I got angry, I demanded that he stop the car and let me out. And he wouldn't stop the car. He kept driving. At this point, I'm, you know, kidnapped, basically, and...
You're being held against your will in a moving prison.
Yeah, and he's on the cell phone, and he's calling whoever he's calling.
Who's he calling?
I figured it was either A, the police, or B, his buddies, and I didn't want to meet either one that night. So. Anyway, I couldn't get the door open, and because you know it has that design.
They can lock from the front. It's like a kind of.
It won't let you open it, and I overcame that design flaw, and he stopped
hang on,
the car.
hang on. But that's designed not to be overcome, I believe. That's a kind of fail-safe, foolproof thing.
Well. It wasn't foolproof that night.
Okay. Well, how did you do this?
So he stopped the car in the middle of the road. It's 2 in the morning. There wasn't anyone out there anyway. So I got out, and then began the chase portion of the evening.
So he didn't just let you go then?
He didn't just let me go. No. He wanted to hang out with me some more. So he came tearing after me, and I won't get into how long I ran looking for alleyways or anything.
But even if you'd have done that, because he has the knowledge, he would have known how to go around the shop.
So anyway, then finally I got into another cab, and then he followed, and then I hear sirens, and I think, oh, please, God, don't let these cops be... But of course, the cop stops back behind me at his cab, and if I'd have just gone around the corner and gotten out and started running, I would have been all right. But I asked the cabbie to stop right there, and then I started running while the cop was like within view. And then began the cop chasing portion of it. And actually, they were pretty cool, you know, these cops, because in the United States, I might have gotten shot, but pretty soon there's more sirens, and suddenly there's like a sea of blue around me, and then I go to jail for an ashtray. I mean, my God.
But you like London despite that experience?
I love it here. I ended up having the best time doing On an Average Day, the play here that John Crowley directed, and I thought it went great. The audiences were really amazing. So here I am back again doing one at the Lyric, The Night of the Iguana, Tennessee Williams.
The Night of the Iguana. Okay, Tennessee Williams, one of the greatest American playwrights, you know, if not the greatest perhaps. I mean, they're fabulous plays, all his plays. I think, did I see a movie version of this? Did they make a film version of this?
They did.
Yeah, with Richard Burton, I think, didn't they, years ago, which was tremendous. And you play a former priest, is that right?
Yeah, I was a priest who had a little fornication and heresy in the same week, and I didn't get defrocked, but I did get locked out of my church.
Okay.
So
you didn't get defrocked, you got locked out of the church.
Locked out.
A little bit of fornication, yeah.
Yeah. So my character Shannon is, you know, conducting tours, like in this case in Mexico, with a bunch of religious women, Baptist female college faculty.
Wow, so they're presumably looking to you for not only spiritual guidance, but also thinking, I want to get to know the man beneath the cassock.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
and do they get a taste of that?
Well, actually, there is one young girl who's on the trip, and so she and I have a fling, and that kind of pits all of the rest of them against me.
Well, what a great part to get your teeth into.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth right down to the marrow, okay. Jonathan.
When you have to bring kind of like relationships, and especially of the physical kind, to life on stage, is it harder to do it in front of an audience than it would be in a movie, for example?
Well, I think it's harder doing a play because it's just more demanding. I mean, I think John Malkovich said one time, he was responding to this statement that the camera never lies, and he says that's precisely what it's there for, whereas he feels like you can't really lie as well on stage.
You have how many children together?
I have 2 daughters, and happy to tell you that my wife also has another bun in the oven.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. When is the baby due?
Well, it's only 2 months along.
Okay, so it's a way off.
She asked me not to mention that ever.
Well done. No one noticed. Well, congratulations. I hope it all goes well for you. I'm sure it will.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Well, my pleasure. Now, you live in Hawaii now, is this right? When you're not performing and traveling the world, you actually your home base is in Hawaii.
Live in Hawaii.
But now I've never been to Hawaii. I've always wanted to go. It's not, you don't really see it in movies that much anymore, really. The last film I saw set in Hawaii, I think, was Lilo and Stitch. And I don't think that's a particularly accurate portrayal of Hawaiian life and culture, but it looks beautiful. And I remember Elvis was there quite a lot. And so, you know, I've always wanted to go for those reasons. I've never got around to it. What attracted you to Hawaii in the first place?
Well, prior to moving to Hawaii, I was living in Costa Rica. I tend to gravitate toward the tropics, and I guess the move to Hawaii was partly due to the fact that it was better produce, but also because, you know, I found a community there that I really fell in love with. And the cool thing about the community is that it's a bunch of organic farmers, and it's completely off the grid. There's no power lines in our community. Wow. We're all solar, and everybody's very conscientious and looks after each other's kids, and it's just a place I never would have dreamed existed. So it's good to be there. You
know what's lovely is you're someone who really, a lot of people, the phrase would be talk the talk, but you also walk the walk. Because I know you're an environmentalist. You're very concerned about those issues, and for many years I've read interviews with you or seen you talking about your love of hemp. Hemp as a natural product to be used in the making of clothing and flooring and other things as well, not just for the smoking purposes, which is what people initially think of when you think of the hemp, I believe.
Right. Well, but I will say that with hemp, the whole point of it is that our society has all these various industries that seem to be running our society straight into the ground. And what we need is a sustainable economy. And so the reason I got interested in hemp, because it can do so many things. You can make paper out of it. You can make building products out of it. These clothes are made of hemp.
But you see, because you look, you know, it's not my style of dressing, because I'm more of a peacock, more of a dandy. However, well, I am, but that looks great. I would happily wear that off duty. I would wear that around the house. I'd wear that when going shopping. It looks comfortable, it looks practical, it looks stylish. And so this is made from hemp itself.
Yeah.
You're fully hemped up.
Yeah, I'm hemp.
The socks are hemped?
No, the socks are organic cotton. I cheated on the socks.
Okay. And is there any hemp involved in the shoe?
It is a hemp shoe.
It's a hemp shoe?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, the whole point is...
You're completely recyclable. I could put you out with my bottles, couldn't I? And they would take you away and there wouldn't be any argument.
Well, anyway, evolution, not revolution, you know.
Slow change.
Yeah,
But you're leading by example, Woody.
Well, no, I just sometimes feel like we're all on the Titanic and we're sipping champagne and the band is playing and everything feels great, but we're taking on water, you know? Yeah. And like we had a few days ago, we had a record temperature day, and around the world we can see the temperatures going up, the polar ice caps are melting, and I think we have to pay attention to it, you know. At least in my own life, I'm going to do that.
Well, we should be scared of it. Of course, over here, we're kind of a little bit scared, but sometimes we're quite happy because we don't normally get a lot of sunshine. And that is genuine. I think that's a problem.
Hey, I was thinking that, you know, the sun was shining this morning. I got out. I was like, thank you, Shell. Thank you, Exxon.
Thank you, global warming. You know, but that's the short-term view, isn't it? Yeah, we're taking there.
I'm thinking too far into the future.
Well, we mustn't be selfish. Can I talk about Cheers a little bit? Because Cheers, I used to love Cheers. Cool. And it's a way back when now, of course, but it was such a great show. And it was just the biggest hit in America that it could possibly have been, I guess. I mean, it was huge. It was watched by almost half the population, I believe, at its peak. remarkable experience, I would have thought, to be in a show that popular.
It was remarkable. To go from poor and anonymous to rich and famous was a weird experience, I can tell you.
And it must have been pretty, because the show was already a hit before you joined it, of course, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it intimidating to join a cast like that, to go on to a show that was already established?
It was intimidating, but I got to say, they were just so cool with me, and, you know, they made me feel really welcome right away.
8 years you were in it for, I believe, is that right?
Yeah.
8 years. Do you miss it?
I do. You know, I'd sometimes have dreams that we get it back together, things like this. I mean, I miss it. It was like going to work at a playground every day. But, you know, I'm happy to be doing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to get all sad now.
Well, I've got some hemp tissues here somewhere. They're not as soft as the regular ones, but they're more absorbent. You know what, this might just be with the benefit of hindsight, but when I look at your movie career, which was very successful, and it looks almost as if you came out of Cheers and thought, OK, I'm going to take parts about as far away from the Woody character I played there as possible. Was it a conscious decision on your part, or did the parts just happen as they came?
Well, I guess I did want to show that I could do something else, but, you know, I just listened to the offers as they came in, and I thought, that's a good idea, you know. I guess in some ways, doing movies like Natural Born Killers or The People vs. Larry Flint, at least in the United States, a lot of people seem to have take exception to those movies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't regret it. I'm glad to have done those.
Larry Flint was a tremendous performance from you, I thought. I mean, it's a kind of strange movie because it's about a strange man and a strange life.
Yeah.
Did you get to know the man himself? Did you get to know Larry Flint?
Still know him, still hang out with him, and actually have a lot of respect for him, even though I don't much love his occupation. I think as a man, he has more integrity than a lot of people I've met, certainly a lot of politicians.
Okay. People versus Larry Flint. You know what I like about that film? It's one of those films, I've seen it a few times, and if I catch it, if I'm flicking through channels or something, or I was on a plane and I saw, and it had already started, you start watching it, and you can't break away. You get hooked right back in. It's a great story.
Thank you.
Well,
yeah, I think Milos Forman is one of the great directors.
I imagine it's a performance that you're pleased with, you're proud of.
Yeah, thanks. I am.
Woody, how lovely having you on the show. I'm going to come and see you in the play. If I can come along, I'd like to come along and see the play.
I'd really
I love Tennessee Williams, and I bet on stage, I bet you're one hell of a performer.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr.
Thanks,
Woody Harrelson. Thank you, Woody. Great to see you again. Okay. I'm going to say the name of the play again. Great to see you again. Woody, thank you for coming on.